Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of our 3-day challenge in creating, launching and selling your B2B global platform. I hope on day 1 you left feeling excited, inspired, maybe even activated, because B2B platforms, this whole space is so new. It's innovative, it's exciting, it is a category of one itself. Having a B2B global platform has changed my life forever. So I am beyond excited about today's session. We're going to get a little bit more logistical today, where I'm going to walk you through some steps to really get you started, because I am all about implementation. You can watch all of my free training, you can download all of my free blogs, go onto my YouTube, but until you're ready to say yes to yourself, and that doesn't mean having to work with me, that means saying yes to yourself that yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to build a platform once that I can sell for premium pricing over and over and over again. And I need you to have that. This is an effortless yes. I am in. I am ready. I am doing this. I'm doing what it takes to move my business, my life from where I am now to where I want it to be. So if you're ready for 3 things: 1, multiple 6-figure months; 2, global impact, getting your body of work, your life's work, your intellectual property into the hands of tens of thousands and thousands of people worldwide; and 3, that freedom that I talk about because it just lights me up. The freedom of being able to do what you want because you have the means to do it. When you have the money and you have that piece of, I can fly first class, I can go to all of my kids' school activities, I don't even have to think about whether I need to take the time off. Whether you're ready to quit your part-time job and go all in and invest in yourself, not just financially, but time, then this is exactly where you need to be right now. So get ready, take the notes that you need to take. I want to try and really broaden your mindset to this is so possible. And I'm going to give you the first few steps so you can really start thinking about what you need to do. So number 1, you really need to identify your core expertise. I've just got notes in front of me. I don't want to miss anything. What is your core expertise? Like, what's your best in the world at statement? Once you launch your B2B global platform, very quickly you're going to become the one, the category of one, the unicorn. You're going to be seen as an expert in that industry, in that niche. People are going to be reaching out for you to be their keynote speaker, write a chapter in their book and be paid for it, be interviewed on their podcast and be beautifully compensated for that. Your world as you know it will change. A B2B global platform is going to put you on a whole other level. So what is your expertise? What is your gift, your superpower? And that's really important that you articulate that. So the number 1 thing that I want you to do today, what I want you to think about is sitting down and writing out a list of all your accomplishments, your gifts, things that you've helped people with, things that people have said to you, oh my gosh, you're so good at that, or I couldn't have done that without you. I never saw it that way. You have a gift, but you must be able to articulate that to your audience, being organizations, decision makers at those organizations. Without it, they're not going to understand. They're not going to see what difference you can make. So what is your expertise? I want you to think about the next step being, and then how can I put this expertise into a methodology, a formula, a framework? Because that is going to alleviate a lot of the noise in terms of what am I buying? What are you helping with? And this is a really big tip. Don't try and be everything to everyone. Biggest mistake that I see people making. Don't try and be everything to everyone. Hone in on the need. Hone in on the dream, the problem. You're going to come in from one of two ways, or maybe a fusion of the two. One, solving a problem. An organization has a real problem with anxiety, overwhelm, burnout in their workplace. People are taking time off work. People are taking mental health days. People are taking much longer holidays. People are not coming back from holidays. People are quitting. They need something. And if your platform can be the solution to that problem, pricing becomes irrelevant. And imagine if that's an international finance empire that has 20,000 people worldwide, and you're saying it's $500,000 for a 12-month license. Pricing becomes irrelevant because you are now the category of one, and this organization cannot get your content anywhere else in the world. And that is why organizations are paying premium pricing to purchase content such as yours. So are you solving a problem, or are you helping a dream, a vision, a skill come to life? One of our clients has recently put together a global platform on human design and manifestation in the workplace. Organizations are snapping it up. Human design and manifestation in the workplace. She's created her own methodology around that, which for confidential reasons I can't share. But organizations love that. She's helping people learn about their human design, learn about manifestation. And that's bringing a new skill to the workplace. And it's also keeping their people happy and engaged. They're learning something new. So are you solving a pain point, a problem? And are you a solution? Is your content the solution? And or are you helping them learn a new skill, bring a vision to life? What is it that you are doing? We want to be crystal clear on that. All right. Next, I want you to define what your platform will deliver. And this is where the content comes in. It's a little boring. It's not the sexy part of your B2B global platform. But because we're not selling on a sales call, we're selling through an experience, through the free trial. We want to know what our content entails. Now, I say this every day, but people digest content differently. So you need to honor and respect that. Have the video classes, have the podcast and audio episodes. Maybe you've got visualizations, digital affirmation cards. Maybe you've got manifestation audios and podcast episodes. Maybe you've got workshops, the written word. You've got blogs. You've got step-by-step team activities or individual activities that a facilitator at the organization could implement. We want to really honor that people digest content differently. And if you're selling your B2B global platform for $300,000 per organization, and one organization buys and they have 20,000 employees, you can bet within that 20,000 employees, some people don't want to read. They don't want to look at ebooks. They don't want checklists. They want to experience it through a video. They want to listen in an audio as they're walking to work. They're on the bus or train or driving home. They're at the gym. They're cooking dinner. I devour podcasts and training when I'm walking my dog. I love it. We do a lot of beach walks. We've got some beautiful dog-friendly beach walks here where I live. It's magnificent. I'm consuming content, I'm learning, I'm being empowered, I'm being inspired, and I'm walking my dog. It's a win-win. So we must really honor that people digest content differently. So once you have established your expertise, what you're going to be selling. Don't even start thinking about the name of it or the logo or the pretty colors or the font. None of that. What we're thinking about is what kind of content are we going to deliver to our people? Write a list. Write down everything you can think of. Oh, I could do this, I could do that. We have found millions of dollars in our clients' Google Drive. Go through your Google Drive. This is your time to be creative. I love writing. Like, I'm not great on the computer, but I love to write. I have whiteboards. I have, if you could just see what's in front of me now, I've got about 30 big, thick notebooks, like sketchbooks. I do infographics. I have mood boards. I cut things out of different things. I print things from Pinterest. I'm very visual in that respect. Whiteboards, maybe. Laptop. We've actually got one client, and she is magnificent. It's a husband and wife. She does most of the work, but he's part of the team. They go and buy like rolls and rolls of butcher paper. She sent me videos over. I've been working with her for a few weeks now, and she keeps sending videos of it strewn all over her dining room table, her office, her kitchen table. She's just always thinking, mind mapping. Do it however you need to do. This is one of the things I love so much about my coaching and mentoring is I don't believe in cookie cutter. I don't believe what's right for you is right for you, what's right for her, what's right for him. I truly believe that when you are bringing your magic to life, your content to life, you need to birth that in a way that's right for you, because you are essentially building and curating your own magical kingdom, and people are buying the keys to your magical kingdom because you are the one. You are the only one that can deliver the methodology, the framework, the formula, the content, and nobody else can. And that's why pricing becomes so irrelevant. And organizations are happily paying top dollar to access it. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. I've just finished before this video, like a 1.5 liter of sparkling water. So I've got the hiccups, excuse me. Think about how you can birth this, what you can include. So much content you have already. I did a day workshop with 3 of my private clients last Friday, and we just looked at all of their content. They'd literally, I think we were on like day 2. 3 of them had started on the same day. Actually 4 had, but 1 wasn't able to make that particular workshop. And they had the day to just collate. And they had so much content, they couldn't believe it. One of my beautiful new clients, she had written a series of 7 playbooks, like ebooks on her certain topic. She works in the beauty industry with like medi spas, plastic surgeons, very kind of high-end luxury beauty industry. 7 playbooks. She said she spent about a year on them. She didn't even remember she had them. They now are going to be one of her main topics, and now we're delivering more content based on each of those. And what I love is we've now curated and confirmed her methodology of her B2B global platform based on those 7 pieces of content that she didn't even remember she had curated and created. So take the time and really be ruthless. Yes, I love this piece of content. I don't love it. I'm going to redo this. Like, this is not an easy ride here. You're not just coming in here for the next 21 days and building something from 20 minutes a day, or like you see online all the time, the 2-hour workday. It doesn't work like that in this space. You're in the unicorn universe. You are building a masterpiece, a legacy business that is going to pay you for as long as you want. So let's make it magnificent. Let's make it the masterpiece it deserves to be. You might have recorded a 20-minute video 2 years ago and you like it, but you don't love it. Redo it, repurpose it. Put it into something like the AI tool Repurpose and pull out reels, pull out blogs, pull out content. but do the work, investigate, and have so much fun doing it. Have so much fun doing it. Okay, you've got quite a few things there to start thinking about. Next, I want you to really start looking at your licensing model. Like, are you going 300K for a 12-month license? No monthly subscriptions, no payment plans. That's what I personally recommend. Or are you wanting to make it something that's a little bit more accessible? Not every client that comes to work with me in this 21-day transformational experience wants to make $500,000 a month. We've had one beautiful client who's just rolled out. She did the 21 days. She sold 2 of her licenses, one on day 18, one on day 21. And her particular platform is $44,444. 44444. It could have gone for $144,000. That was the number that she really wanted to go with. It aligned with her. She's big on numbers. She's big on kind of the spirituality of numbers and angel numbers. That was something that meant something to her. And she also launched a particular offering within her B2B global platform on the 4th. Think about your licensing model. You have so many possibilities here. If you're looking at something like white label, which I'm not going to go into in this challenge purely because that is for my private clients only, that is part of my IP. White label, go into something like go high level and charge even more to the organization. Hire a virtual assistant to rebrand everything, their logo, their brand style guide, their colors, their fonts. So it becomes part of their ecosystem. It's branded to them. And every time their 20,000 employees or their 5,000 or their 300 employees log in, it's a representation of their organization, their brand, their commitment to their people. But white labeling is a different beast altogether, and there's usually an extra 0 at the end of that from what I've been talking about. So think 3 million rather than 300. This is an opportunity for you to really look at everything you've done up until now, your accomplishments, your content, and repurpose it in a way that after maybe 2 days, you're going to blow your own mind about the kind of content and how much content you have. It's wonderful. So look at your licensing model. How do you want to really position yourself? Because positioning in this space is really big. Positioning being what people are saying about you and your brand when you're not in the room. We don't want to let people create our positioning statement for us and how we're seen in the online space. We need to choose our own positioning statement and how we want to be perceived. So really feel into that. Do you want it to be very exclusive? We've got clients that only want to sell 1 a month, but they want to charge $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 for that. Do you want to be more accessible? Sell more volume, but at a lower price point. Really start feeling into that for you and how that works for you. And what is so beautiful about all of this business model is you get to choose and do it your way. We're not following a step-by-step of, oh, you can't do that. Oh, no, don't do that. It is more what aligns with you, with your business ethos, with your values, your mission. So think about your licensing model and how that feels to you. So important. Then the last part of what I want you to start working on, not just today, but over the next few days, is one, I want you to write your best in the world at statement. 1 paragraph, what are you best in the world at? Because we are going to be putting that up in lights. You're going to have magazines, publications, podcasters, TV shows, authors, event managers, retreat managers reaching out and asking you for a quote, asking you to be a keynote speaker at their awards night, at their international summit or conference. So what are you best in the world at? And that is going up in lights. That is your billboard. Number 2, what are your values when it comes to your business? I love talking about being beautifully compensated in this space, and I get shut down all the time from people saying, oh, women shouldn't talk about how much money they make, yada, yada, yada. Almost 3 decades in the online space, building my own empire. I can talk about money until the cows come home, as long as I want, because I believe that we all deserve unfathomable wealth. We deserve crazy money. We deserve 6-figure months, multi-6-figure months, $1 million deals and opportunities. That is the unicorn universe. Why do we have to play small? Why do we have to do what everyone else is doing and sell a $1,997 offer? Why do we have to be an affiliate and sell all these crappy little products? We don't have to do anything. So what are your deep ingrained values? 3, write a mission statement. What is your personal mission statement? What do you stand for? And 4, and final, what is your positioning statement? How do you want people to perceive you, your business, your brand? You're not in that room. What are people saying about you, your business, your brand? This is up for you to curate. And those 4 statements need to be aligned with every single thing that you do moving forward. I had 2 words that were really important to me 28, almost 29 years ago. Being authentic, my real self. 2, transparency. I wanted to be so transparent. I went through a stage early on in my business where I hired studios. I had hair and makeup done for my videos. I'd hire different offices. I remember even buying backdrops from an event management company of backdrops. It was just like trying to showcase myself as, really professional, really, what's the word? Just professional. And I realized that my audience didn't align with that. My audience loved when I remember doing a VIP day in New York a few years ago. Very high ticket, VIP day, female leaders. And I did a video in a beautiful, we were in the plaza. We got to go, I'd organized for a behind the scenes tour of the plaza. And Lady Gaga had performed the night before, so you can just imagine what the ballroom looked like. It was spectacular. And I did a live in there, and as I was doing the live, a lady walked behind me and she had like a tray of champagne glasses that she was preparing, and she tripped and fell. They smashed. One came like literally into my face, didn't smash on me, but champagne went everywhere. I just started laughing, and then I just kept going on with my video. Before I would have been horrified. Delete, delete, delete. And my audience just aligns to me just being my true, authentic self. This works, this doesn't. And of course have been, for many of you, along the ride of my roller coaster. I had a good year where I was heavily, heavily trolled in the online space. Horrific, where we had to remove, I get choked up even thinking about it, talking about it, had to remove all of my content for a period of time because I couldn't face it. It was just the most horrific trolling you can imagine. Like, I'm not even going to go into detail, but it was all just personal attacks. Making attacks about my family, about my friends, people like going in and investigating, people in my life. Like, it was horrendous, the worst time of my life. But it was all about coming out the other end and then talking about it and doing training on it. And so many of my private clients have experienced something not to that level, but similar. So being authentic, just my true authentic self. And 2, being so transparent. I don't hide my pricing behind webinars and sales calls and discovery calls. I don't make people jump through hoops to say yes. I've run my business in a way that I truly, truly believe that my people My people will find me when they're ready. When they're done with the hustle, they're done with the crickets, they're done with trying to do all the things, and they just want one business model that's very high ticket that they can build once, sell on repeat, no hustle, no paid ads, no sales calls, no 1 million follow-ups, and they are ready to say yes, not to me, but to themselves, that I'm here and they will find me. And I have run my business for almost 3 decades based on those values, and I can tell you, hand on my heart, I would not be here today had I not. I've seen people come and go over the years. I can't tell you. People come and go. Apparently they're the next new guru. They've just discovered this. They've just done that. They go. Build your business on the foundations as you would a house. We don't want cracks. We don't want leaks. We want to have this beautiful, transparent and authentic business model that makes us an incredible amount of money. So then we get to live our life by design, but we're also helping people. We're making impact. I've got about 10 clients at the moment that are all extremely passionate about giving back. One is building a school, a very small school in Bali. Somebody else is creating a Read With Me program. One of our clients is working on a breast cancer charity. Her mother passed, unfortunately, not long ago from breast cancer. We've got one that is building their own, actually husband and wife, building their own charity. Another beautiful husband and wife are creating a international homeschooling give back initiative. When you have money, you have the opportunity to do whatever you want with it. Give back, build a charity, volunteer your time, whatever it might be. I volunteer at a children's hospice here in New South Wales. I've done that for probably going on, I'm going to say 11, 12 years now. I'm a part of all of their fundraising, their event management, their consulting, their board. One of the greatest gifts I've ever received is the privilege to do that. Would I be able to do that if I was working a 9 to 5, having to, look after, manage my family? No. So be proud to be beautifully compensated for your work. Stand tall, be proud. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but in here is what counts. Create impact, change people's lives with your content, help people, and create a life that you've only ever dreamed of and make it come true. No one's coming. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to do the work for you. It's time for you to really step into your power and say yes to yourself. And those 4 statements are going to help you more than you know, and they're going to take you so far because you will keep coming back to them as your anchor, as your foundation. I really hope what I've shared with you today lands. I hope it lands in a way that you start doing the work. Like, I know free is great. I know coming to this challenge, I know listening to my audio trainings on Telegram, I know my YouTube channel, commenting free on everything. I know it's great, but now it's really time to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Might sound harsh, but it's true. I will give you my free content till the cows come home. I've done it all my career and I will continue to do so. I am such a firm believer of value before transaction. You come into my world, you can take all the free stuff you want, but until you're ready to invest in yourself and really say, yes, I'm doing this, you're going to just keep staying where you are. You're going to keep spinning your wheels. You're going to stay on that hamster wheel. Say yes to yourself. It really is time. Okay. Do all of those tasks and activities I've shared with you today. Don't miss any of them. And I will see you tomorrow for our 3rd and final day of the Build and Launch Your Own B2B Global Platform in 21 days. And I cannot wait. Big love, everyone. I really, really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to share with me. And I hope in this moment you're feeling so excited to go. Hit the accelerator. Enough waiting. Stop wishing, start doing. No one's going to do it for you. get going. All right, big love, bit of a kick up the bum, and I will see you very soon right here inside our 3-day challenge. Thank you again, and bye for now.